everyone. It's Manera. We are live. No sound. There should be sound now, Mary. I always kind of mute the mic right before I begin while I'm setting up. If not, you'll hear craziness in my house. You'll hear all the crazy talk. You know, don't lick that. Don't sniff that. What are you eating? What are you licking? Like that. You know, that kind of stuff, Mary. All right, so good morning. Can you hear me now? Can everyone hear me? Chris, how's my sound? My sound check woman. How's my sound? I've shared this on some groups. If you'd like to share it, it would be awesome. And hey Paula, how's it going? So today we are Be Funny. Be funny is the topic of the day. Sound is good now. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. We're going to give this a few minutes before we begin for everyone else to get here. But did you know today's is it national or international? I'm not sure which one. Joke Day, which is kind of weird that we're doing Be Funny on this joke day. So I have my colors that I've already swatched, and I did post this. And I'm using these FABER CASTELL grip duo tip markers. So I've swatched my colors. I'm ahead of time. I don't really like to do things too much ahead of time. Then I end up, you know, it opens the opportunity for weird stuff, doesn't it? So while we're waiting for everyone to get here, let me just find a piece of paper, because I'm going to color right in the book today, from now on. I'm going to pop this page behind my page. So we're coloring this one today, Be Funny. And then next week, we'll work on this page right here. If you're interested in getting the pages we're coloring for today and next week, actually, I should put a link somewhere. Hey, Bonnie Miller. Hello, Mamie. What is happening? You can go to my website under Just Be Products, actually, and you can get these pages. I'm selling single pages for each color along. Or you can buy the book. The book is a much better deal. But what I'm really excited to show you today before we begin is that let me keep that out for you to look at it. I have the hardcover book. I'm so excited about this. So I know that Rosie Eckhart had said that she ordered a hardcover book. I don't know if I don't know who buys a hardcover book. They don't tell me that. But if you've seen my little video that I did to show off the hardcover book when I went knock knock hardcover, this is the hardcover book. It is very, very cool. This hardcover book is on Amazon, and it is how much is the hardcover book? $21.99, I believe, for the hardcover. Why do I not know that? I think it's $21.99 because the paperback is $16.99 for the coloring book. The hardcover is $21.99. The hardcovers are much more expensive. They take a little longer to ship also. Just wanted to make sure you know about that. But it is the same book. Same as the paperback, but in hardcover, right? So, I've never published a hardcover book before, so this is very exciting. I feel like I published a real book, but it's hardcover, just like a real book. 8.5 by 11, so same thing. So the hardcover is available on Amazon. If you just look up Just Be Coloring Book by Manera, you'll see it. The other one that's in hardcover is this one, is the full color version. And this one really, really, really makes me say, hey, this is like a real book. Hardcover in this book is $29.99. Paperback in the color version is $21.99, I believe. I think that's how it worked out. Yeah, the full color books are always way more expensive. So hardcover in the full color, and look at, I mean, I think you can see the color, but I feel like I went to the library, and I'm a little kid, and I opened a book. That's how it made me feel when I opened this package. And I opened it up, and I started looking at this book, and the colors are exactly, hey, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. The colors are exactly I have to send Rhonda a message, actually. The colors are exactly like I wanted them to be when I was designing it. Because sometimes when I am designing a coloring book and on the screen, it looks a little different. So what my computer screen may look like may be different on yours. That happens to everybody's. But this really came through. So hardcover, Look at this, hardcover. I can't even believe it. The pages are beautiful. This is the full color version. It is a book. It just made me think, wow, I wrote a book. I created a book. And I never felt like that before. However, one little caveat, I had an error in this one. It's been fixed. So when you order this book, you won't have this mistake. But there was my mistake. So I did fix it. So basically, this page right here would be, these are kind of flipped. But I just wanted to show you the color. I know you're not supposed to point out your own mistakes in life, but we're all friends here, so you can see my flaws, I guess, right? So that's what's happening with these books. So I'm excited about hardcover, right? What do you think about this hardcover? I mean, it's really exciting. I got a lot of books delivered this week. I got these books delivered. I got my Hey Bartender book delivered, which I was super excited about. I'm going to be doing a flip through of this book later on today. And I also received my Color Along Volume 19 book. And if you've been following me for all of these Color Along since I started, you will know, can you believe 19? 19. Unreal. All right, so we're going to get started. I am using... Thank you very much, Chris. I think it's beautiful, too. I'm really proud of myself on this one. On this one, I love it. And, you know, not that I want to jump onto another book all of a sudden, but I had done those cat and dog decks. Did you guys see those? I did these cat and dog decks, like card decks. And there was a little dog, like some of these little dogs, and there was a little, like, kind of, it was similar to this concept of this book. And honestly, I think I sold one pack. Wasn't good. So I think I'm going to take those that concept from those dog and cats and maybe turn that into a type of book like this. Maybe a smaller size book though, in full color. I think that would be kind of cool. And I think the other thing I'm going to be doing is I am going to be putting some coloring books on Amazon that are going to be in complete color. So I'm going to color the whole book like this book is, and I'm going to sell those as complete books, so also sell them as Kindles. So there's a lot of opportunities happening. A lot of different things are going to be happening. All right, are we ready to be funny? Funny. First of all, let me just ask you this question. Do you laugh every day? Let's read through this, okay? The quote that I have on here is by Herodotus. And he is saying, if a man insisted always on being serious and never allowed himself a bit of fun and relaxation, he would go mad or become unstable without knowing it. Right? Hey, Pamela, just popping in for a minute to say hi, waiting for a nurse to infuse antibiotics. Oh, no, got an infection in the bone of my foot from a diabetic ulcer on the bottom of my heel. Not walking hardly at all. Oh, no, I hope you feel better. I'm glad you stopped by, but I hope you feel better. You know, if you don't laugh every day, laugh at yourself. I was just talking about this with someone yesterday, just by coincidence, that I think I could be in a room all by myself that's empty and still find something to laugh at. I mean, I can certainly find something to laugh at when it comes to my dogs because they're hysterical. They do funny things and they crack me up. Right, Rhonda? Oh, that's right. The captions are coming up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You have to laugh every single day. And if you don't, even at the worst parts of life, there is always something to find funny about. And I mean, I won't go into some like gory details of life of what's happening to me right now, but like some crazy things are happening, but I don't want to talk about that on social media. But you have to really, I found things to laugh at just about that. So even at the darkest hour, there's got to be something to laugh at. Something. What kind of dogs do you have, Paula? My dogs make me crack. My dogs crack me up. Actually, Paisley really cracks me up. So what I wrote about this is children approach each day as a new opportunity to have fun. Dawn says, did you see the video with my little dog? I think I saw something, but I'm not sure if it's the one you're talking about. I'll have to look. Children approach each day as a new opportunity to have fun, laughing with family and friends, playing with toys, discovering something new each day. As adults, we often forget that child inside of us and start to become too serious. Certainly, there are times in life that must be taken seriously, but when you are able to find humor in the mundane, serious topic, or just feel happy inside, no matter what the world is presenting you, you will have allowed yourself to be in control of your emotions. Fun and relaxation are of utmost importance in life. Give yourself the gift of laughter. Oh no, I didn't see that, Dawn. I have to look. Two rescues. So they're a mix of many are Paula's dogs. You know, I remember one time actually when I talk about like a serious situation, right? These things are serious. I do remember one time it was Easter Sunday, and I'm gonna get started coloring with these colors. Okay, I'm just gonna start coloring these flowers as we move along. I'm gonna start with this one. Of course, I've got markers. They bleed through. Yes, her dog. Can you believe it? Isn't that funny? I remember one time it was Easter Sunday. It was at church. I mean, full Catholic church mass, right? Easter Sunday. The church has, oh, I don't know. It has like 30,000 members or something. Something crazy, right? So you can imagine how full the church was. I mean, there weren't 30,000 people there, but there were certainly a lot of people. And all of a sudden, I think I was with my mom, and I was with my niece at the time, who was about 7 years old. And she went to Catholic school all her life, and she, of course, thought of this as a very serious situation. Well, all of a sudden, in the middle of the entire mass, I could not stop laughing. I don't know what made me laugh, but it was so bad. It was like so bad that I had to leave. And now we're talking about a church where you're in, like, you know, the pews in the church, where you have to like slip by people. We're just talking about laughter, Alice. I'm telling this crazy story about being about laughing every day. Do you laugh every day? Paisley, I think, thinks her bark is a laugh. Hold on, let me get her something. What are you barking at? What's the matter? I can't help you with this business right here. Here. Go to lay down. Okay? Go ahead, lay down. I think she thinks I'm going to start moving furniture for her or something. She has longer hair on Dawn. This is Dawn's talk, telling. Wait a minute, I gotta catch up to these comments. Rhonda's saying cats do that. Never heard of dog dragging outside. So funny. Need a video. She has a video, I think. Yes, she has longer hair and sticks and leaves got stuck to her, and she drags them indoors. Oh, these dogs are crack-ups. Let me tell you, crack-ups. So here I am at this mass at this church, and I'm laughing so hard that I'm being like given like the stink eye by my niece, by this kid, this 7-year-old that's next to me. Because, oh my God, you don't laugh like that at church. I had to leave. I was like, I could not even breathe. And sometimes it's just like, you know, the stupidest things. Laughing at your dogs, they will always know when mommy is doing a live. They do, right? I know, they always know, Rhonda. They finally laid down next to me, but they know from like, they start this, by the way, around 9:30 maybe. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Ann. Sherry saying good morning, everyone. Hope you are all having a blessed day. Good to see you, Sherry. So, yeah, so laughter. I mean, I'm trying to think of other things. I mean, I spend a lot of time with my mom, and she cracks me up, actually. Just the stupidest little things that she says. I'll share this crazy story. The other day we're having lunch, and she's eating the sandwich of this, like, I don't even know what it was. I think it was chicken. Yeah, it was sliced chicken. That she specifically, let me add that, specifically had said to me, I'm thinking of getting that sliced chicken. Do you mind going going to the deli, getting that chicken for me? I was like, yeah, no problem. So I went into the deli the other day, got this chicken for her. She makes this sandwich. We're sitting there. She's eating lunch. And every time she's throughout the sandwich, she's saying, you know, boy, this is so bland. You don't laugh every day, Alice? You need to call me. You need to call me. Every day. You need to laugh every day. So she says to me, this sandwich is so bland, so bland, so bland. Finally, she's about to take the last bite, and with dead serious, like complete seriousness, she turns to me and says, "This is the worst sandwich on earth." And all I did was like, I was like, what the heck? I couldn't, it just struck me like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too silly, Alice. I don't know what the problem is, but she had eaten the entire sandwich. What would have happened if she actually liked it? I said, you realize you are on your last bite and now it's the it's the worst sandwich on earth. So basically, she did not like it, got rid of that chicken, and that is no longer lunch. Today should be interesting. Don't feel bad about it. Many don't, but try. Yeah, don't feel bad about it, Alice. I mean, I guess maybe there is a day where I don't, but there always is something crazy. You know, something crazy. I'm trying to think of other crazy things that happen to me, because there are other crazy. I mean, I feel like there's always like some nuttiness that happens. All like crazy. I'm trying to think of like, what is the funniest thing that I've ever had happen to me? I don't really know now. Too many crazy things. What do you think, Chris? Let's ask Chris. She always has an interesting comment. Let's put Chris on the spot about being funny. Do you have a funny thing that ever happened to you? I'll tell you. I mean, even like crazy things, like, I don't know what it is. It's just like things just strike me as funny. Of course, I mean, I understand like sadness. I remember one time years ago when my grandmother was still alive, we were, my grandmother was like, she was my sidekick, let me tell you. And there was some sort of clog in a drain or something. So she decides that we're going to go into the basement in her like 150-year-old house, and we're going to unclog the drain ourselves. I mean, it was, right, Alice? She was like, I don't know what she's going to do about lunch today. I did say to her, oh, today she told me she's having tuna. I have no idea. Paul says, you even have to laugh at the crappy stuff that happens to you. Find humor in the bad and the good. Yes, exactly. Find humor in the bad and the good. You know? You gotta like find humor in all that's around you. So I've got this purple color that I started with, and I'm just gonna kind of bounce around this page a little bit. Chris says, I have such a warped sense of humor. Why does that not surprise me? I crack up laughing at things other people don't find funny. I do too. Me too, Chris. I find things funny that people are like, shouldn't be laughing at that. Like, it's like I get like reprimanded. What is wrong with us? I know I have such a weird like sense of humor. Like, you gotta like kind of like, not that I'm making fun of people, it's just that it's humorous. How about laughter yoga? Has anyone tried that? Laughter yoga? I don't think I want to do that. And how about sometimes when you laugh, I think that sometimes when I'm really cracking up laughing, Scarlett gets a little worried about me. She gets concerned. I don't know if she thinks that I'm crying or that like something's wrong. By the way, I'm doing my like little trick that I always do with markers. I kind of put a little bit of marker like at the edge, and then I feel like it magically stays within those lines. Does anybody else do that? Oh, by the way, I don't know if everyone has seen my post about book plates that I'm offering for free. If you have any of my books and you would like the book autographed, a couple of people asked me about autographing their books. So the miles between us do not allow for that. So I've decided to offer these free book plate stickers. And if you just send me a message with your mailing address, let me know how many stickers you need. I will be getting the stickers. I just actually ordered some stickers, and then that I created, and then I'm going to be signing them. And I don't know if I should sign them like to the person's name, or if I just should put my signature. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think. Interesting to find out what you think about that. One thing that I laugh at a lot is this YouTube channel that I follow these grub girls. I don't know why they make me laugh so hard, but they do like food testing, and they eat a lot of spicy food, and it's one of those crazy channels. I watch weird stuff on YouTube. You know, stuff like the people that live in their vans, you know, when they convert their cars to a place to live. Matter of fact, the other day, this is funny actually. The other day I was driving home, and I was on the next street, and all of a sudden I go to look, and there's these people that appear to be turning their van into like a van that they could live in. They were like doing the conversion. So I spun around, and I think my niece was with me, and she said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I gotta go check these people out." She said, "You're gonna go there and just walk in and do this?" I said, "I don't know. I want to find out." So I went and checked it out, and sure enough, there they were. So I feel like I should go approach them. I want to go ask them questions about it. Do you think that would be weird if I actually asked them some questions? Mary is asking, is humor different for different people? I get disappointed when I find something funny and others have no clue. I think so. What do you think? My mom and I used to laugh all the time, says Dawn. We would crack up, and my dad would just shake his head. Yep. Right? Yeah, I mean, I can't help it. I think maybe it is different, but I mean, I have been told that maybe I'm not the serious one. I love watching van life too, in the tiny houses. Yes, me too, Paula. What channels do you follow? I watch that guy Bob Wells, but I haven't been watching him very much lately. There's actually a coloring book artist, Carla Dornacher, that lives in her van. She changed her whole life after her husband died, and she does a lot of Bible journaling coloring books. And she lives in a van. She's traveling. Her and her little dog Tilly. It just amazes me. But Paula, let me ask you a question. I always talk about this. What's my obsession? What is it about these people that they can say, okay, life is better by living in this van and not having a bathroom? What is that about? And do you follow Snow and Kurt that are traveling the world in their van? They're traveling the world, and right now I think they're in Ecuador. That's very exciting. So what do you think? Should I go over to those people in my neighborhood that are building their van? I want to go ask them questions. I don't know if I could do it. I'd like to put one together, but I don't know if I could actually do it. I mean, how funny would that be? Pamela's saying, years ago, I had never used a cordless phone before. My best friend handed me hers so I could talk to the person calling on it. When I ended the call, I'm reading this like this because the message keeps going up and down. When I ended the call, I just sat it on the table and stared at it intently. My friend said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting for it to hang up." She laughed and told me to pick it up. She laughed. Wait a minute. So I picked it up and hit the red button. So I picked it up, slammed it on the table while I hit that red button. All right. Oh my God, that's so funny. Mary's saying, did you hear about the lady that got robbed at the gas station? Pump number 3. Is this a joke, Mary? Am I not getting it? The bathroom issue was a tough one for me too, Paula. And the showers, right, Paula? Like, what makes these people say, my life is that bad that I don't mind not having a bathroom? Like a bucket will do. I don't know. And then the other part that I wonder, are they really in their vans, Paula? Or are they in, like, is it staged in their driveway? Maybe I could stage it in my driveway. God, I hope this pen doesn't run out, by the way. This marker. Oh, no. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do like this one. But I was hoping to do a few. Did you hear about the lady who was robbed at the gas station? It was pump number 3. I don't know if I get that. It is International Joke Day, though, so that's kind of funny. So, like, what other things do you do to create laughter in your life, or funny, or I don't know. I mean, I guess like funny things, right? Like who people that you wonder. I mean, sometimes all I have to do is sit outside on my front porch, and the things I see in my neighborhood just kind of make me say, these people are nuts. Just the crazy things that happen. I mean, just like funny things. Just like what the heck is going on? I'm just going to use, I got to let this pen rest. You couldn't live in a van because you would not have enough room for my art supplies. I know, I agree. In the other words, she was at the gas station using pump number 3 and she had to pay $100. You are funny, Mary. You couldn't live in a... You know, last night I was actually rearranging some things in my bedroom, and I was thinking the same thing, Alice. I was thinking to myself as I was, like, trying to fit everything wherever it needed to go. I was trying to fit everything and thinking to myself, you know, I don't know if I could live in a van. Because I think that I might have to say, you know, this is not for me. I'm going to do a yellow flower here and then put maybe like an orangey color in the middle of it. Like I had just too much stuff. Maybe I could do like a mock, like a trial version and just like live in my living room. I don't know. I was thinking that last night as I was trying to organize stuff, and I was on a throwaway kick. Sometimes I go on a kick of throwing everything away. Chris says, I love watching TikTok for a good laugh. Oh, me too. Miley gets so annoyed when I really get laughing and can't stop. She literally tries biting and scratching at me. You know what? I think that she's probably worried, right? I had to delete TikTok from my phone. I can't do it anymore. But then I found that there's a TikTok app on my TV. So where the heck is that getting me, right? So I had to delete the TikTok thing. And because I was just getting sucked in to TikTok. Does anybody else have these problems where they get sucked into TikTok? I mean, I was watching things like, well, first of all, I can't help watching Dr. Pimple Popper. I mean, I don't know what it is. Those Pimple Popper videos. There's never a dull moment in my house, Sherry is saying. With my 6- and 9-year-old grandsons, they do and say the most hilarious things. Yeah, are they boys? Grandsons, right? Yeah. Yeah, that must be funny, actually. It must keep you hopping. A house full of kids is always a funny way to live, right? All right, so there's that blue color right there. And I'm only going to do this one blue, so this way we can have a lot of variety in this page. Now, this one's very light, I know, because it's kind of running out and it's bugging me. But you know what? I wanted to keep this because I like that it's very light. You know, I'm actually in the... You love pimple popping videos too? What is up with that, Chris and Dawn? Why are we so into the pimple popper? I don't understand what's wrong with me with the pimple popper lady. I mean, how about that other show, My Feet Are Killing Me? I can't even do it. Sometimes when my dogs have something, I feel like I need to pop it. How about you, Dawn? Do you have that desire to do that to them? One time I actually did by accident. My dog, Georgia. I was petting her, and she had this, like, lump on the back of her neck. And I happened to be standing next to her petting her. And all of a sudden, when I did it, when I started to pet her, she, it just like popped completely like a pimple popper video. This was before the Dr. Pimple Popper things came to be. And, man, that thing was terrible. I guess it really wasn't funny. There's a lot of drama. Let me see here what she's saying. Oh, good, Rhonda's back. She probably had to talk to T.O. Bro all the time. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look that up. But I had to really take myself away from that TikTok. Alice is saying there's a lot of drama in my family right now. Oh, no. Oh, nothing like TV Land, The Golden Gorillas, I Love Lucy, Funny. Oh, the Vern and Shirley, when they stepped on the fish, Bubbles. Oh, my God. The whiteheads. Dawn is saying, I pop the whiteheads and blackheads behind my husband's ears. Oh, God. It's satisfying, isn't it? Alice is saying there's a lot of drama in my family right now. When the phone rings, I look to see who it is before I answer it. It's too much to deal with, and I can't deal with it. You know what? I get it. I totally get that, Alice. I remember at one point in my life, there was a lot of drama like that, and the phone would ring, and it would just sicken me. And to this day, that was years ago, but to this day, I just want to, not answer the phone. So now I have special rings. Now I'm laughing because I'm thinking of the ring that I have from when my mom calls me. I have special rings. Oh, toe bro. Is that when they pop the stuff on the toe? Yeah, that's gross. But it's interesting to watch. Now I have special rings for everybody. The one that is for my mother says something like, "It's your mother. Pick up the phone. I know where you are. You can't hide from me." Something like that. Anyway, then I know it's who it is. And then there's like different songs or whatever, different ringtones for different people. Actually, this is funny. One of my neighbors sometimes will send me a text message and over something stupid, like, and every time, let me see if I can play it actually. It's kind of funny. Every time she calls, I say, "Oh my God, it's her again. Oh no, take care of and pull out the ingrown toenails, especially the big toe." Oh my God, Dawn. I know, really. All right, so every time this woman calls me, I say, "Oh, it's her. It's her again." So I decided that I would get a ringtone that sounded exactly like what I'm thinking. So whenever she calls me, this is what it says. So can you believe that? So I crack up every time. And I think to myself, imagine if she actually knew that I had this oh no ring happening for her. But that's what I actually say. You have special rings too, Alice? I had one that was really, like, I guess it was offensive. But I guess I can't talk about it on Facebook. But apparently I was told I was being offensive to certain groups of people. But I thought it was funny. I thought it was just in fun. Yeah, that's one of the rings. That's kind of funny. I think that's the only funny one. I mean, I literally say that every time she calls me. So, because she's always got something ridiculous to tell me. Like, something stupid. I don't know. She thinks that I can see everything that's happening in the whole neighborhood. So she'll call to ask me stupid questions. So now lately, I've been calling her to ask her. I've been texting her stupid questions just to get her back. It's crazy. You need that ringtone, Dawn. You definitely do. Hotel California, but it has cats meowing it. Oh, that is funny. It is really funny. Yes, I'm rolling my eyes when I'm singing, when that's happening, right? Oh my God, it's crazy. The one for my mom is really funny. Let me see if I can find that one, because that one just cracks me up. I think they were like a couple of bucks when I got them. I just downloaded them right from my, like, contact list, I think. Oh yeah, here's the one when my mom calls me. This one cracks me up.
It's your mother. Pick it up. It's mommy on the phone. Pick it up. Don't hide from me. You can't hide. It's your mother. Don't think you can run away. I know where you are. Pick it up. I'm gonna find you sooner or later. Pick it up. It's your mother.
Let me just say that about that ringtone. That every time, now first of all, my mom lives at my house, so first of all, she doesn't really call me very often, but let me tell you, every time that thing rings, I jump. I literally jump, like, oh my God, my mom is calling me. There was a comedian, Jackie Mason, he was so funny, I saw him in New Haven and tears couldn't stop rolling down my eyes, Mary saying. I saw Ellen DeGeneres in person and I was in stitches. That was the most I laughed for the longest amount of time. So that ringtone it cracks me up. There was another one too, but I can't play it on Facebook because I'll probably get kicked off. Right? Isn't that funny? Our landline used to have talking announcement when someone would call. Daughter's saying, so I have everyone funny names with their number. Oh my, like they would say it in a weird name? Or how about when the telemarketers call? There's this one guy who keeps calling me from, I don't know, some savings thing, Universal Savings or something. But anyway, every time, I'm laughing at my response. Every time he calls me, he says, this is what he says. Hello? Hello? So now, when he calls me, I say back to him, hello? Hello? And that's how I talk to him now. What am I coloring with? I'm coloring with FABER Castell. That's a serious question, Rhonda. I'm coloring with, see, Alice is laughing now. I'm coloring with FABER Castell grip markers. I'm sorry, not grip. Duo tips. Duo tip markers. They kind of have a chisel like a Crayola Super Tip. Similar to that. I gotta get new markers, actually. I've got to get a good set. I love the ones that I always see Chris coloring with, but I know that I'd probably be like flat out, you know, hey, Bev. I know that it was, dear, better late than never. It's so hot out. I was watering the plants. Bev, usually you come in and tell us it's snowing. Oh, they would repeat what you typed in the contact list. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's kind of like, do you have names for your neighbors? Like, do you have, like, names that are not the real names? Like, there's this guy that lives across the street from me, and he always comes outside brushing his teeth. Like, the toothbrush hanging out of his mouth, brushing his teeth as he starts his car. He doesn't do it lately because it's warmer outside, but in the winter, he would do it all the time. He would come outside, brushing his teeth, and start his car, and then go back in. So I call him the Tooth Fairy. Not sure which I prefer, snow or heat. Ugh. I think I prefer snow. I've got to say. I can't stand when it's muggy. And it's very muggy today here. I mean, I have a fan on in this room, but I don't really want the fan blowing at me. I don't really know what temperature I like anymore. Ever answer a call like you're on the answer machine? My husband does that. Oh my God, that's funny. No, I have never done that, Rhonda. I just talk back to this guy in his crazy little voice. Hello. Then someone called me the other day and didn't seem like there was anybody there. So I just said, why you don't want to talk to me? What is the problem? And I just did this like crazy, like multiple accent voice. They hung up on me. 90 degrees plus. Humidity already at 10 a.m. Whew, where do you live, Bev? That's hot for Canada, isn't it? You live in Canada, right? It's not hot. It's not 90 degrees here. It's like, I don't even know what the temperature is. I mean, I guess I could ask my friend Alexa. The other day I was sitting with my mom and I said something to Alexa and I don't know what I asked her. And my mom told me that I was not being nice to Alexa. All right, now let me ask you a question. Joe's Meat Market. You stab them, we slab them. That's a good one. How about Joe's Pool Hall? Head cue ball speaking. Remember when you used to be able to call people and you used to say, like, you know, Prince Edward in a can. Do you have Prince Edward in a can? What you get, we get later. Oh. What part of Canada are you in, Bev? Refresh my memory. Remember when you used to be able to call and say, like, you have Prince Edward in a can? You better let him out. Or, is your refrigerator running? Now you can't even do things like that anymore. How terrible is that? See? Do you think that humor has gotten more, well, I don't even know. I mean, I know my opinion about this. I think that humor has gotten politically correct. What do you think about that? I mean, I think that we can't say certain things because certain people might get offended. I mean, it's a joke. Ha ha ha. Toronto, really? Yeah, we didn't have, did we have 90? Oh, maybe we did last week. I don't know. It's supposed to rain all week. We call those phony phone calls. Remember those, Barry? Those are funny. It's hot here today. Major thunderstorms and flooding. Oh, no. Sherry says it's going to be 98 here today. Heat index is going to feel like 105. Oh, well, you're in the south, right, Sherry? I have a lot of people that you, I think, do you live in Georgia, Sherry? We have a few people, actually, well, several people that live in Georgia. In the coloring group. Well, I mean, several people do live in Georgia, right? Oh, I don't know anymore. You know? Okay, so what else could be funny? What else is a funny thing? Has anyone ever had a crazy funny thing that has happened to them that they're like, oh my God? I mean, there are some crazy funny things that happen. I mean, just take a trip to Walmart, right? See the people of Walmart. That is funny. People of Walmart, right? Georgia. Sherry is in Georgia. Who else is in Georgia? I think there's a few other people that are here that are in Georgia. Too hot for me. That's too hot. I'm not really liking hot weather anymore in my life. I think I'd like to have it a little bit cooler. But I'm in New England, so, I mean, everything changes all the time. You know, it's always a different type of weather. You know, the joke is like, you know, just give it a minute, it'll change. Always so different all the time. All right, so this is this green color. It's kind of a forest green that I'm doing the backgrounds of all of these, which is kind of like the vine. Wow, Alice used to live in Georgia for 12 years. Phone just rang. I just woke up and phone ringing off the hook. People want to talk to you, Rhonda. They want to say, what is up, girl? Right? So which one do you like better, Alice? Upstate New York or Georgia? I used to have a dog named Georgia, you know. We didn't really call it Georgia, though. We just called it Georgia. Georgia. You know, the whole accent thing. I don't know. This part right here looks like it could have been part of that flower right there. You know, a couple of people questioned how I did this book, how I drew this book. And I'm going to tell you, I did all of the illustrations separately, and then I popped them all into my computer, and I assembled the pages on the screen. Oh, doctors and insurance, they all want to talk to you, right? I hope only ladies here. Oh, Mary, this is going to be good. Let me see if I can find Mary's comment. I once was in a crowded elevator and dropped my purse, and about half a dozen tampons came flying out. Well, I think it would have been more embarrassing if condoms came flying out, Mary. What do you think? Do you ever see that TikTok video where some kid comes into the kitchen? I guess I could say this on Facebook, right? Some kid comes into the kitchen and he says to the mother and father, I just used this great hair gel. What do you think about my hair? And they said, yeah, that looks really good. And he said, yeah, where did you get it? Oh, I got it off your dresser. I used that KY jelly. And the kid had put it in his head, in his hair. I'm going to tell you, his hair looked really good. Right, Mary? That would have been funny. I mean, you could have had other things popping out. All right, let's see. Let's get another green color. St. Augustine, Florida is my hometown, Sherry is telling us. I moved to northeast Georgia mountains in 2007 to help take care of my parents. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. Not everybody does that. Takes care of their parents like that, right? Don't you think that you are friends with people who would do something like that. What do you think? Oh, I forgot to make my, I love Georgia Alice the same, but the pollen was too much. Oh, I can imagine. Right? The pollen's been bad here too. All right, you know what I didn't do? I didn't take out colors for this woman. For this woman. I'm going to give her this brownish color here. Oh, that's not brown. What am I doing? I must have pulled out the wrong one. Ixnay on that. All right, let's see. We'll do this color. This brown here. Yeah. But I'm going to highlight her hair a little bit with maybe a little bit of blonde streaks because she's decided that, or maybe I'll pop some gray in there too because, you know, she's not a spring chicken. So what do you think? I mean, this page is a lot of fun, and if you have the book, I hope that you're going to be able to color this page along with me, but the book's available on Amazon. The Kindle's available on Amazon in full color, so this was an interesting book to put together. Life was not much laughter when I was doing this. Rhonda is a popular gal today. I'm going to pick up the phone and call Rhonda next. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be hysterical. All right, so let's use one of my yellows that I have over. Well, I'll use this yellow. It's a lot lighter. And we're going to put some gray in here. She can have multicolored here. Colors of the rainbow, maybe. Who knows? So once this video is complete, then I'll upload it to YouTube. So you can watch the replays on YouTube. And then eventually I'll be creating a podcast when I get some more episodes. I'm just going to record some stuff, I think. I think I might extract some audio from this, from these color-alongs as part of my podcast. Kind of piece something together. I'm not sure. So there's just gray color. It's not as light as I thought it was going to be. Almost looks like a bluish green in a way. Doesn't it? We'll put it around her her face, because a lot of people have gray around that. Didn't we talk about that last time? Where is the gray here in your head? Oh my goodness. I have the book and I love it. Thank you, Alice. Thank you. If you could leave a review on Amazon, I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, did you guys know about Prime Day? I'm using the book, and I got it on Amazon when they had a sale. Great deal. Love the book. Thank you so much, Paula. Pastel color here are now. I have a friend of mine that actually just had her hair colored that way yesterday. Mary. It looks really nice, actually. Are you going to go for the pastel colors? Let's give her black pants. How about, what do you think? Let's do black pants on this lady. It was kind of like an ombre color, you know, that type of thing. Ombre? Is that how you say it? Ombre? I'm just going to keep saying it over and over. Even just some words are funny when you're talking, don't you think? Like sometimes, do you find yourself saying a word and, you know, things are funny? It's like stupid stuff. And then there's different shows, the different episodes. One of them that's popping into my head right now is Friends, with Ross Geller, that has, remember the episode where he was wearing those pants, those leather pants, gray around your ears. I have gray throughout my whole head. I mean, it's sickening sometimes. Let me tell you, sickening. All right, what color shirt should she wear? Well, I got to give her a skin color first of all. So I'm going to go with this color, which is kind of a peachy color. Only because I thought I had like another color that was more of a brown, but I don't really see that now. And I'm kind of going on a little bit of an angle. Are you going to color your hair pastel colors, Mary? You know, the painting class that I have on Mondays at 10 a.m., we meet on Zoom. And let me tell you, I want to spend an hour of laughter. There's that. I feel, the matter of fact, the other day, or not the other, it wasn't the other day, it was a day a couple of weeks ago, I believe, and I just kept thinking to myself, I don't really know if I can do this. I wasn't feeling that good. A lot had happened. There was some stressful things that had happened, And then I decided, you know what? I need laughter. I need to meet with these ladies and crack up. So we did. I'm friends with Ross whitened his teeth. Remember that? That was so funny. Oh, that was so funny. I know, and he just glowed. That show cracks me up. Actually, the funniest thing I've ever seen on TV is on Frasier. Is anyone else a fan of Frasier? That show cracks me up. It was the episode when Niles decided to have a Valentine's dinner at Frasier's apartment, and he decided to iron his pants. And does anybody know about this episode? And when he was ironing his pants, he set them on fire. And he walked away from the iron that was on to go get a pair of scissors. But while he was walking, he just he started running with the scissors, and then he flipped it around. I need to start doing the paint classes again. I've been so busy. Yes, you do, Dawn. We are having a blast, actually. Are you busy but you've been really busy. Come on over to my house. I have a 79-year-old friend that put blue streaks in her hair. Blue streaks are in, right? Don't you think that it's an hour of laughter, though, Dawn? Right? All right, now we've got this background. Now, I got to say, for the background, I'm not really sure I want to add marker to the background. What do you think? I want to add something else. Maybe I should add pastels back to the background. Let me get my pastels. Excuse me, Paisley. I don't want to step on you. I'm going to use these soft pastels. So next week, we'll work on the previous page. So for those of you that came in a little later, let's just take a minute before we pick a color from this pastel set and talk about what this page says. So my quote here is by Herodotus, and it basically says that if a man insisted always on being serious and never allowed himself a bit of fun and relaxation, he would go mad or become unstable without knowing it. So I mean, just think about that. Let that kind of sink in. And then what I wrote about it is children approach each day as a new opportunity to have fun. Laughing with family and friends, playing with toys, discovering something new each day. As adults, we often forget that child inside of us and start to become too serious. Certainly, there are times in life that must be taken seriously. But when you're able to find humor in the mundane, serious topic, or just feel happy inside, no matter what the world is presenting to you, you will have allowed yourself to be in control of your emotions. Fun and relaxation are of utmost importance in life. Give yourself the gift of laughter. I just had a thought about one of the things that cracked me up, that had happened to me. Years ago, let's see, what year is it now? Well, I can't figure out how many years ago it was, but in 2008, I had my thyroid removed, so it was a total thyroidectomy. I'm going to use a pastel coloring. I'm going to go with the blue, I think. And I was in the hospital for the night, and every, I don't know how many hours it was, you're in the hospital, they keep poking you and testing you, and you don't sleep in hospitals. And throughout the night, this woman kept coming in. This, I guess she was a CNA or whatever, nurse. And finally the next morning, I said something to her, and she started cracking up. And at that point, I really should not have laughed, or I couldn't have, because I had my thyroid out. It was like this. They were like, let's give you some Vicodin or Percocet or oxycodone, and I'm like, just give me a Tylenol. But anyway, it was painful. But certainly I shouldn't have laughed. So she said to me, all night long I have been coming in your room and I've been leaving, cracking up, laughing at some of the things that you've been saying. And I said, well, why didn't you say anything? She said, because I didn't want you to laugh. She said, because I was afraid that you were going to pop your stitches. She said, you know how much trouble I would have gotten into if I told them that I made this patient, this patient was laughing so hard, and that that their new stitches, which were with glue basically, have popped. So it was funny. But she told me I cracked her up all night. She said, you made me laugh all night long. I don't know what I was saying. I mean, maybe it was still my drug-induced, I'm on drugs. I'm on drugs type thing. Who knows? I don't know what it was. It was pretty funny. Anyway, or anywho, as they say. How about when people say that? That always kills me when they say that. All right, so now I've got this kind of this bluish color. It's like a turquoise. I really love this set of pastels. Actually, so pretty. It's got they're very soft, like it says. Not expensive at all either. I think this set was maybe like $7, and I would definitely spray this, like the middle of it, so it sets. Maybe you could spray it with a fixative, or you can kind of spray it with like a. Sometimes I like to use just hairspray. Like a, what do you call it? Odor-free, non-scented, unscented, odor-free, unscented. So be funny. So laughter's all about, I mean, sometimes I've laughed so hard that my stomach hurts. Like I can't even stop laughing. So I hope that you can find time each day to laugh. And if you're finding yourself in need of laughter, then send me a message. I'll give you something to laugh about. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of soften it with my fingers here. Just to kind of, You could just use like tissue or something, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use my fingers. Just going to use my fingers. Hey, Mary, thank you so much for joining today. It's always good to see you. Mary knows about the laughter that happens at the painting classes. It's a little crazy, isn't it? All right, so as we wind down today, next week we'll be working on the other page from Be Funny, which talks about the text. And then we're just going to continue every Wednesday live, 10 a.m., and continue on with these live color-alongs, working throughout this entire book. We're going to finish the book together, and check out my book on Amazon. Check out this book. It's $16.99 on Amazon. It's got 50 pages to color. Or you can get the hardcover version, or you can get the book that's in full color. It makes a great gift for a kid. It makes a great gift for an older person, for an adult. It doesn't really make a difference of the age. Maybe it's something you'd like to share with other people. I do have this white, I do have this white pen. Yes, a white gel pen. I wanted to just kind of give it a little bit of, I'm just going to kind of give it a little bit of this white, just kind of some little lines on a few of these, maybe this one here too. So it just kind of looks like some highlights. So I hope you can join me next week. Hope this was fun. Beautiful. Really love the color flowers. Thank you, Mamie. I appreciate it. So check out, check out this book on Amazon. And if you've purchased the book and you could leave a review, it would be so, so helpful. Most people that leave reviews only leave them when it's a bad review. I mean, there's some reviews on my books that are like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what makes you that mean? But, people want to say, they want to say the bad more than they want to say the good. I'm just kind of putting a little bit of white on these flowers. This is, I don't even know the name of this white pen. Hey, you're welcome, Bev. Thank you for popping in and taking the time. I hope you stay cool. Does anybody have any questions about today? Tomorrow another color along will post on my YouTube channel from Color Along Volume 18, and then we'll be moving on to Color Along Volume 19 starting August 1st. So I'm going to put some dots in the center of these. And I'm going to call it done. So if you've colored along with me today, I can't wait to see what you've colored. You can hashtag me on Instagram, hashtag me on Manera, And I will see everyone next week. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today to join along. And I will see everyone soon. Have a great day, everyone.